Hi, I'm Haley J. Madison. And I'm Allison Egan, and we're from Her Name Was Torment 2. And you're watching Mr. Tony of the Dead.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Mr. Tony of the Dead here, and I have another movie review for everybody out there. This one's on a movie called Bloodbath. Technically this is a box set that has several movies from this Bloodbath on here, and I'm going to get into that in a second. But it's really kind of a, I wouldn't say it's difficult to explain this, but it's very kind of a different kind of interview, because technically this is 4 movies in here, so bear with me. In here you have, like I said, 4 movies, and they're kind of the same, but they're different in their own aspect too. The first one, and I might say this wrong, it's Operation Titian, I believe. I believe that's what it's called, and I believe that's how you pronounce it. Then the other one is Portrait in Terror, then Bloodbath, then Track of the Vampire. And it's kind of strange because the first 2 movies are kind of the same. There's different cuts, 4 different directors, and took this pieces from the other films previous and made them their own. It's really strange way. I never heard about this before. It's really a strange way, and that's why it's kind of confusing to explain this. Roger Corman actually started this off with, he invested into this movie Operation Titian, and just before it went into production he decided, he wanted to have it in English, do like an English version of it, so they had to like do it again. And it's kind of like, I guess, they dumbed it down for us, but what he did wasn't satisfied with it. So it got re-edited, recut, rescored, and that's where you get Portrait for Terror. And Portrait for Terror is pretty much just like the original Operation Titian, if I'm saying that right. It's kind of like that, but it's cut down a little bit. It's it's about 20 minutes shorter. So they cut that down. They also wanted to make it more for like a drive-in movie as well, so you could watch it at the drive-in. It has more of that feel to it. Then it was handed over to Jack Hill and Stephanie Rothman, and they put their own little spin on it, and then it ended up being like a vampire movie. And again, they used some clips from the previous movies. That's why these are all kind of linked. And they made a vampire movie again called Bloodbath. And then after that, it was cut and re-added some scenes to it to make Track of the Vampire, which is supposed to be more for TV again. So this movie was, cut and pasted and gone all over the place. That's why there's 4 films in here. A lot of work went into getting this done. Roger Corman, started this all, and it's a really wild ride. They're all in black and white. They look really nice in black and white. I really like black and white movies. It just has a nice feel to it, and I would say probably the Bloodbath is probably I think it's probably the better of them. But yet Bloodbath and Operation Titian, they're totally different. Titian's more of like a giallo kind of like mystery, who's the one going around killing, and the other one's a vampire and he's the one killing, it. And what's his name? William Campbell is in both of those. He plays like the lead character, one of the lead characters in them, and he does a great job too. He kind of has a really cool look to him, very kind of like a 50s greaser in a way, with like a pompadour. It's sort of like a pompadour. It's really, you have to see the movie. I can't really explain it too much, but they're all pretty cool. I like the original cuts better. Like, I shouldn't say original. I like Operation Titian, and then I like Bloodbath. And then the other 2 made for TV, I don't really care for them as much because stuff's cut. But those other 2 films are pretty cool. The 2K restorations are for Operation Titian, Bloodbath, and Track of the Vampire. Also on here you have The Trouble with Titian Revisited, a brand new visual essay in which Tim Lucas returns to and updates his 3-part video watchdog feature to examine the convoluted production history of Bloodbath and its multiple versions. So you get why this is going on, why this happened, and it's the history of it. It's very interesting. It will have spoilers, obviously, so after you see the movies, watch it, and you'll see the reasoning behind all this, like better explained than what I did. You get an archive interview with producer-director Jack Hill. You get stills gallery. There's also a poster in here. I've never had a box set from Arrow that had a poster, but you get a poster in here, and it's double-sided, just like the reversible art. There's, of course, the Blu-ray and the DVD, and the sleeve is a reversible art. And then you also have a booklet in here as well that has the usual kind of stuff. So let's check that out. And there you have the inside. I said that there was the Blu-ray and DVD, but it's actually they're both Blu-rays. There's no DVDs in here at all, so they're both Blu-rays, but they both have the same cover, and one of them has the first 2 movies on it, and the other one has the other 2. So they kind of went same cover on them. I'm surprised. Usually they don't. They try to switch it up a little bit, but same cover. But still looks good. And there you have the newer artwork. Very nice looking artwork. It matches like the tone of the movie, black and white and gray. It just has that really cool color to it, and of course the word bloodbath on the top. It looks really cool. And then on the reverse side is the original artwork, which is a little more I guess for its time again, but I think it has that cool retro look to it. For them back then it wasn't retro, but it does really look cool. It looks like it should be like on a horror magazine from back in the day. I like it. And then the spine is really cool. It has like a smaller picture of her face from the front, and then on this one is just the face from the painting. And here's the poster that pulls out, folds open. You got the reversible sleeve, so you get kind of like I should say it's the reversible sleeve artwork, but you get the original there and the newer one there. So whatever one you want on your wall, you can pick whichever one you want and display that one. And then you get the booklet here. Very, like always, a lot of pictures, a lot of interviews and stuff about the movie. Very interesting. A lot of information. Again, for like 4 movies, this isn't a very big booklet, but again, it covers everything that you want to know. Now, to be perfectly honest, I really didn't care for these movies. I was really excited, and I wouldn't say I was let down, because it was a good experience. I'm glad I got to see the history. It's awesome to see Sid Haig in anything, which he was in the vampire sections, I guess you could say, of this movie. But it really didn't grasp my attention like I thought it would. There's things that I like about both of them. Like I said, the look, the sound, the soundtrack to it, the era. It looks good, but the stories I just couldn't dig. And then the whole constant like cutting it. I guess maybe watching 4 different versions of it. I don't know. It's just something I didn't really care for it. I wouldn't say I'd watch it again. But that doesn't mean that this isn't a nice box set. It's not like it's not quality. Especially if you're into this movie, you've seen all these before, you know the history of it. I would say this is definitely for you. But it's not for me. I didn't really care for it. Again, nothing to do with how old it is. I like older movies. Just these ones I didn't dig. So again, if this is something you're interested in, you could, check it out, purchase it. It's probably worth it for you to pick it up. It's a nice set. Again, not for me. But make sure you check out the trailer for this at the end of the review, and give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, and follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, and Horrormino. That's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.